Morning, family. It's time for your morning juice. Today, we're talking from Deuteronomy 4. At this point, the people of Israel have already come through a lot. God brought them out of slavery, walked them through the wilderness, and now they're on the edge of stepping into what he promised. But before they move forward, Moses stops everything. Not to move, but to make sure they don't forget. He tells them, listen and follow so that you may live. Because God's instructions were never about control. They were always about life. Then he reminds them of something real. Some people turned away from God to follow Baal, and they lost their lives. Others stayed close to him, and they lived. Same group, same moment, different decisions. And here's what makes that heavy. These weren't people guessing about God. They heard his voice, not a story, not religion, not secondhand information. They experienced him for themselves, and still some walked away. So Moses is warning them, do not forget what you've seen, because the moment you forget God, you start replacing him. Then he says, teach this to your children, not just what God said, but what you've seen him do, because if it's not taught on purpose, it will be lost over time. Then he addresses the main issue that we still struggle with today, idolatry. He reminds them, you didn't see God, you heard him. Because the moment you try to reduce God into something you can control or explain, you lose who he really is. And today, it doesn't always look like a statue. It looks like trusting everything except God, believing more in your gifts and talents and your money, chasing feelings or signs, putting created things in God's place. If you turn away, you will lose what God gave you. This was one of his final warnings. But don't miss the grace, because on the other side of that, if you seek him, you will find him. Even now, even after all of your mistakes, even after the distance you've put between you and God, you can still turn around and he will still accept you. See, here's the point. Just like the Israelites, you've heard too much and you've seen too much to live like you don't know better. So here's my question for you. What are you doing with what God has already shown you? Sip on that, and I'll see you tomorrow.